you said that there were some recommendations made by Bersih that you say can be implemented, but it requires amendments or perhaps new laws. Now, what are some of the recommendations that SPR has made to the federal government and the respective ministries? What has been accepted, what has been rejected, what kind of recommendations have been made?
Which one you refer to, the 8 tuntutan ke, you refer yang mana ni?
Or maybe other suggestions that's not part of the 8 tuntutan.
So yang 17 tuntutan asal tu, saya rasa dia dah drop kepada 8. That shows that they are satisfied already. Ataupun they are watching what SPR will be doing lah. Sebab itu lately dia just confined to 8 perkara saja. Dan daripada 8 perkara tu tidak semuanya urusan SPR, ya. Jadi memperkukuhkan institusi awan misalnya, itu bukan urusan SPR, ya.
What kind of recommendations did the EC make?
Ya, yang mana daripada 17 tadi tinggal 8 kan. Jadi yang lain tu kita dah perbetulkan apa yang kandak-kandak daripada ni. Dan yang paling terkini sekali adalah memperkukuhkan sistem, mempertingkatkan ketelusan urusan undi pos. Itu yang kita buat. Kita dah bincang dengan Kementerian Pertahanan, kita dah bincang dengan pihak kerajaan kerana dia melibatkan sedikit perubahan dari segi mekanik dan kaedah tu. So itu tak ada masalah. Sebab tu saya dah beri jaminan tadi, insya-Allah kita akan laksanakan semasa PRU 13 ni di bawah kaedah sistem pengundian pos yang baru, iaitu apa yang kita panggil pengundian awal, sistem advance voting. Jadi ini satu benda yang saya rasa drastik, yang mana bukan saja kita membenarkan ejen parti berada di dalam camp ataupun di dalam IPK, ibu pejabat polis, tetapi mereka juga, kita juga memastikan yang apa yang pegawai SPR ada, senarai mana yang kita ada tu, itulah senarai yang mereka akan ada. Jadi tidak lagi mereka pertikaikan senarai yang disediakan oleh Angkatan Tentera tak sama dengan senarai yang mereka ada. Itu tidak akan timbul lagi. Jadi ini satu benda yang besar. Yang lain tu, dia bercakap pasal tempoh berkemping yang pendek. Itu saya dah bercakap panjang lebar tadi. Kita akan fikirkan, will be very reasonable because we understand political parties are getting bigger and bigger now, and dia punya target groups, dia punya reservoir of supporters are getting bigger. So we don't have problem. But if they impose must be 21 days, we look at the reality. This is our country. This is not Indonesia. This is not some other countries. This is our country. We must do things according to the requirement and for the best of our country. There is no point you have 21 days campaign, calon habis duit berkempen. Every day polis siang malam bekerja nak mengawal kempen. Because kalau berkempen 21 hari, 24 jam siang dan malam, polis akan bekerja. Berapa banyak bajet negara terbuang kerana itu. Polis tak boleh berdiam diri sebab orang berkempen.
Tapi Dato', ada kemungkinan tempoh kempen akan dinaikkan daripada lazim 10-11 hari?
Besar kemungkinan lah. Sebab perkara tu perkara yang logik kan.
Tapi tak semestinya 21 hari lah.
Itu saya kata kita kena cari titik pertemuan. Kalau Dato' Ambega berjumpa balik dengan SPR, tak ada salahnya. Tetapi janganlah 21 hari. Kalau tidak kami keluar ke jalan raya. Tak mahu gitu.
2 tahun dari perjumpaan pertama sampai sekarang baru untuk SPR untuk memikirkan berapa lama nak panjangkan kempen.
Tidak, kita dah buat decision, tapi kita dah bincang, SPR berbincang tiap-tiap bulan, dan pegawai kita dah buat semakan dengan negara luar. Tapi we must remember, what we do is for our country, based on our laws. Jangan kita so much influence when we read about other countries. Most of NGOs and members of civil societies ni, there is so much influence what is happening in Western democracy.
Maknanya 2 tahun tu untuk tengok experiences of other countries and to research.
Bukan 2 tahun. SPR Bersih jumpa kita November last year.
So since November last year has been researching this matter.
In fact, isu ni bukan Bersih yang bangkit pun. Semua parti politik bangkit. DAP, PKR, PAS kata berkempen pendek sangat.
So why has SPR taken so long to consider consider this?
Because we take other things into consideration. Because SPR is not only responsible to one member of civil
Not
society.
just per se parti, benda tu dah dibangkitkan dah lama kan Datuk cakap.
That's why sekarang ni pilihan raya kita lama kan. Tidak lagi 8 hari, 6, 9 hari dah tak ada dah. Kan? Sekarang ni pilihan raya umum yang lepas, apa nama ni, 13 hari ke 14 hari. Dah lama kan. You check the facts lah.
Can be expected to be longer in the next pilihan raya lah.
Kita akan look into it. Because election ni is something apa nama ni, tetapi we will look into all the concern and request by the public lah.
Datuk tadi berbalik, saya tak puas berbalik soalan saya tadi. You say you're very sure that you punya sistem tu tak boleh dihack, but everybody can say that, oh nobody can hack our system. But can you give something yang lebih menjamin yang because kemudian boleh hack ubah maklumat semua. Daripada how sure itu berdasarkan pada apa?
Sebab election commission ni, the basic data we are talking about is daftar pemilih. So before other agencies talking about database, we already concerned about database already. So you can imagine what will happen to database of our registered voters kalau orang godam, kalau people hack. So in other words, what your concern, not only the concern of SPR long time ago already, but the concern of the government, the concern of agencies yang involved in helping SPR to ensure the security of our database. People, agency like mampu, So kita ada backup server dan sebagainya lah. Jadi unit ICT SPR is very strong dalam perkara ni, because that's why you notice the process of election now, electoral process. You notice everything is computerized now. You see, if you watch TV, while we compute the result, we can splash the result on the TV and so on and so forth. So it is very computerized. So saya confident lah unit ICT SPR begitu yakin. Tetapi bagaimana you kata, kita terus berusaha. Sebab apa? Daftar pemilih pilihan raya adalah satu perkara yang sangat penting. So SPR will not take it lightly lah when we heard the news of hacking and so on.
So you have your own white hacker team lah.
Oh yes, betul. ICT SPR has been doing that job lah for the past, I think, many years already. Bukan perkara baru ni.
Datuk, what about enforcement of election laws when it comes to allegations of vote buying? Are you happy with the level of enforcement now, and why has there not been any kind of action that taken despite a lot of complaints being made?
I was telling tadi, EC is an election management body.
But will you make recommendations for the enforcement?
Oh, definitely. Now SPR is working very closely dengan SPRM. Kita ada smart partnership dengan SPRM sekarang ni, and we meet SPRM how to draw some panduan to help SPRM, because we are not going to take over the role as SPRM. SPRM punya responsibility is to combat corruption, to monitor the activities of corruption, and to prosecute corrupt practices. Itu bidang tugas dia. SPR, management of election, conduct of election, preparation of electoral roll, this is our role. So, but when political parties doing their campaigning, political parties will do anything to win votes, including vote buying, whatever, kan? Jadi, that's why we are now working closely with SPRM to come up with a certain approach to help SPRM, to provide information to SPRM under which particular section of the law and so on and so forth, in order for SPRM to go after the culprits. But at the end of the day, you must remember, corrupt practices as alleged by some politicians must be proven in court of law. You must be proven in the court of law, because you say a person is corrupted, vote buying, where are the proofs? So it is not easy, because we base on the law. So that is the thing. There are people interpret a person making an election promise is a vote buying. But there are other people cannot prove in the court of law. So these are the things which is beyond Election Commission. Election Commission will advise SPRM now, will work very closely with SPRM how to curtail and to help SPRM in terms of monitoring the activity of corrupt practices in election.
In terms of electoral roll, you mentioned that you have a new system now that ketua isi rumah boleh check siapa yang registered in his house, right?
Yes.
So imagine if this ketua isi rumah finds that there's this person who's not living in his house who's registered, what recourse does he have? You mentioned that you.
They report in the web. Kita ada system of reporting. In the same menu tu, the same ketua isi rumah tu will report to SPR.
Apa dia boleh dapat? Katakan dia ada
Dia katalah,
yang bukan
dia kata
tak berkaitan dengan dia.
then SPR will use the power under 25 under peraturan 25 peraturan pendaftaran pemilih 2002 kita akan gunakan kuasa tu untuk memindahkan nama tu kepada alamat dalam IC orang yang berkenaan. Jadi masalahnya di sini kita kena menghubungi orang tu, orang yang berkenaan tu. Kita kena find out why dia pergi mendaftar di situ.
So macamnya Azmin Ali.
That is what we are going to do. That is what we are going to do with the 6 Chinese names, registered at Azmin Salih's mother's address. Because we got all the 6 names. Kita ada nama 6 orang. Dan for your information, Azmin Ali mendaftar di situ 12 orang bercampur dengan ibu dia. Yang mendaftar di situ siapa selain daripada 6 orang nama Cina tadi? Azmin Ali, isteri dia Syamsidar, Azwan Ali, adik dia Umi dan Amiruddin. Semua keluarga dia mendaftar di situ. Jadi I was wondering why these 6 Chinese names mendaftar di situ. Me ask Azmin, why? Because menggunakan alamat dia. And this pendaftaran dibuat tahun 94, 96 sebelum pada penguatkuasaan Akta 2002 tadi. In other words, a person can just bring a list of name, IC number and then daftar.
So kalau di bawah
But he
sistem
put
ni,
the blame on SPR
Yes ke?
yang benda ni.
That is politics. That is politics. Kalau saya tak nak accuse siapa-siapa, saya tak nak sebut nama. Tetapi kalau undang-undang begitu loose, the loopholes are there, and I want to win election in my constituency, I would do anything to get votes. And kalau undang-undang boleh mendaftar adik saya, kawan saya di rumah mak saya, just like I daftar adik saya Azwan Ali, I daftar ni ke rumah tu. Who to stop people from taking any other names daftar in one place? I'm not accusing, but there are a lot of possibilities. But now they are blaming SPR. But the law says the moment a person is registered at one particular address, even SPR officer cannot change to another place unless there is an official request by the registered voter to change to the new address with the proof of IC punya my card.
So in this case, you would use peraturan 25 to contact these people to say you are not living here anymore.
Yeah.
You want to change.
We will do that.
If they don't want to change, they will retain that.
Hak dia. Kalau dia kata, probably we will find out why you daftar situ. Who are you to the family? Are you the workers? Are you there? It happens a lot.
so ini bukan tindakan undang-undang, ini lebih kepada diplomatik lah. To persuade them.
No, because the law says perlembagaan melarang SPR abuse kuasa, pindah nama. Parti politik kata SPR pindah pengundi. Undang perlembagaan kata SPR tak boleh pindah pengundi yang telah berdaftar di Gazet ke satu alamat, melainkan pengundi itu sendiri yang membuat permohonan. Jadi kita kata kita tak boleh pindah pengundi unless pengundi sendiri yang membuat permohonan untuk bertukar alamat dengan proof alamat my card dia. Kita check dengan online, check in dengan database JPN, yes, that is my card. Tapi kalau pengundi itu degil, dia kata no, I don't want. I want to mengundi di Kuala Terengganu, I want to mengundi di Kota Baru. Never mind, because
They cannot prove why they registered.
no, the perlembagaan protects that the rights of registered voters to remain registered voters where they are registered.
berhubung dengan 3.7 million pengundi yang layak, yang malas kan. Okay, apakah langkah-langkah, takkan SPR nak biar macam tu? What have you done to menimbulkan, create awareness among these people?
Kan saya dah cerita tadi, kita lantik di samping SPR ada pasukan pendaftaran bergerak. Kita turun padang kata-kata kan. Sampai itu kita ada voter education program. The voter education program, we give talks to the universities, to any badan NGO yang jemput kita, to educate the people to register. At the same time, 700 pejabat pos berkomputer kita lantik supaya mendaftar. A person just walk into the pejabat pos and register. Tunjuk my card, register. So simple. You don't have, tak ada kena bayar duit, tak ada kena apa. Free. And then kita lantik 3,000 penolong pendaftar parti-parti politik. Semua parti politik ada wakil dilantik untuk mendaftar pengundi. Dia boleh daftar ahli dia boleh daftar orang lain, saudara mana. Anybody boleh daftar. Kita lantik wakil NGOs. Kita lantik wakil-wakil persatuan. Wakil pemimpin masyarakat. Penghulu, macam-macam kita lantik. Because the basic principle is, it is up to the people to discuss. This is a free, to register. This is a free country, freedom. If he's not interested with election, he doesn't want to register, why should we force them? So that's basic principle.
Dato', you mentioned that just now the SPR already discussed with the government in regards with the equal access to the media. And what is the reaction from the government so far? You mentioned just before.
Did I say that?
Yes, it's in the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing, the level playing field, probably, which has been so much criticized by NGOs and opposition parties, are the use of public media. Yeah, because they allege that, they claim that the government is using public media, RTM, to campaign. And we have spoken to the minister in charge. We have spoken to the minister in charge. This is what we got, the memorandum, we got the complaints from political parties which don't have the accessibility to the public media. Let me tell you, the position of the government is that, being the government in power, the government has a policy. The policy of disseminating the information through the government media. And Ministry of Information and RTM is the official channel where the government disseminate information to the people, the correct information to the people. And that is the responsibility of the government. Whoever becomes the government, I'm sure they will use the same. Because
It's not the same in other countries, sir.
no, don't compare other countries.
Why not?
If you compare other countries, susah lah.
So compared to Singapore, Singapore also allows opposition
But-
to have
but-
space on our
Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia,
No, let me tell you,
they're supposed to be backward countries, but they seem to be more open in this regard.
But we are talking to the government. This is what SPR can do, kan? We are talking to the government about the concern of civil society and NGOs about this. And we are going to keep on talking to the government about this. And I notice here, and now RTM now, a little bit changed now in terms of their approach. When I saw how they covered the Sarawak election. But SPR will keep on talking to the government regarding the accessibility to the public media. SPR will do that. Whatever the government explanation, that the RTM is the official channel for the government to tell the correct information to the people. Because the media in this country are so free to say anything. the media perdana, they are not belongs to SPR. If they belongs to the government or to if the shareholders are associated with the government, there is nothing SPR can do. In as much
the position of the EC, does it want to see equal coverage? Will you ask the
By-
stations, the newspapers to say please give equal coverage?
that's what we have been doing. Every time election,
There will be statement to say that.
every time, oh yes, we will issue statement definitely. But we not only issue statement, we will write officially. We will write officially.
To the media organization.
Yes, that is our responsibility. But it's entirely up to them. I cannot force TV3 to give more airtime to the Prime Minister or to the BN because I don't own TV3. SPR doesn't own TV3, and similarly, I cannot force Harakah or Rocket or Suara Keadilan or whatever blogs to say anything, whatever they want to say, because that's. So please be more. Don't just channel your mind towards looking government wrong. It is freedom. You go to America, Washington Post campaign for Democrats probably. Republican didn't complain.
RTM as a government channel, not a BN or Pakatan Rakyat channel, a government channel. Does SPR believe that RTM should give equal time for candidates or each party during elections?
That's why we have been talking to the government.
This is what your specific, that is your specific
Yeah, and we'll keep on talking to the government.
You do not accept their explanation that they are on official media. That
No, they are explaining. To be fair to Dato' Rais, the ministry in charge, he is talking to SPR. But remember the basic thing is, that is the official channel
official channel of the government.
of the government in power. Of the government in power. The government in power is formed by the party that won the election.
So do you agree with the government stand?
That's why we are talking to them. Because
You're not agree with the government.
of course, if we agree, we don't talk anymore. We keep on talking.
That's the last question lah, kita dah banyak.
Okay, kita nak pergi makan.
Nak pergi makan.
Okay, Dato', just one last question.
Macam mana bila nak start plan ni?
1 Julai. 1 Julai, kalau you seorang ketua keluarga, you tekan IC number, key in, enter SPR, keluar nama orang yang mendaftar di alamat you.
Itu tak compulsory lah. Siapa pun boleh pakai.
How did you decide?
Say again?
Itu tak compulsory lah ya. Maksudnya siapa nak pergi nak check tulis rumah dia boleh dapat lah maklumat.
Dia boleh check lah anak dia. Orang yang mendaftar di alamat tu akan keluar dalam skrin.
Memang dah ada
Ha?
Memang dah ada dalam sistem lah tu semua. Memang dalam proses.
Dah.
Besok.
Keluarga satu siapa maksudnya?
Ha?
Tu keluarga tu siapa? Suami?
Suami lah dah.
Macam mana dia decide? Dia kena register kat IC.
No, somebody key in 12 digit identifier,
For the whole family punya nama lah.
then that identifier refers to a certain address. So anybody register in that address will come out.
So saya bukan ketua rumah.
It doesn't matter.
Belum necessary ketua rumah lah. Dia mean anybody
Tak ada. Tapi normally kita nak encourage ketua rumah lah because dia boleh complain ke SPR right and then.
SPR punya website ke ataupun kita pergi jabat SPR juga?
No, website kita.
Website.
Website.
Kau pasal esok Apa sistem tu ke? Apa nama sistem tu?
Kita panggil sistem semakan melalui website apa nama ni pemilih dalam satu address, something like that lah.
Maksudnya dia address yang sama lah di tempat yang sama.
Okey, terima kasih. Terima kasih jumlahnya.
Just one last question. Why doesn't the Election Commission invite foreign international independent observers to give a second opinion during the election campaigns on the performance of the EC?
Okay, thank you. It's a good question. Why? You don't know why? Because foreign international observers, they come to watch election in our country. They don't know our election laws. They come for 1 week or 2 weeks. They never read the law. They never read our perlembagaan. They don't understand how we conduct our election. They have their different value system. Everything is different. They are foreigners. They come here. They see And they start to comment, election in Malaysia is wrong. Who are they? They don't understand the law, they don't understand our perlembagaan, they don't know our electoral process. They are maybe coming from Germany, they may be coming from America. It's not fair. That's why SPR believe election observer must be domestic. And we have given chance to Mafrail, but Mafrail failed to fulfill the promise. But we are going to get a domestic observer, whether Mafrail, whether some other NGOs grouping, it doesn't matter. But election must not only be observed by the wakil-wakil party agents, but also observed by civil society. We are given chance to Mafrail, but Mafrail never sent us report.
But Dato', isn't that the whole point? So that we can learn from foreigners as well. I'm sure the EC have sent your officials to go and observe other elections in other countries as well, isn't it?
No, when you allow foreign observers to come, why foreign observers don't want to come to Malaysia? They come.
Invited?
No, during election they come, but it's not an official observer. BBC come, Australian Broadcasting come, NDI from Washington DC come, everybody comes. Mafrail, Afril, from everybody come. They come, they watch, but they are not official. They are not official observer because they do not know about our law, our electoral process. They may compare with their countries. They may compare only because our election meant for our people, meant for our system of democracy. And it's okay now. With this election system, the people choose the rakyat, choose the wakil rakyat. Wakil rakyat are there. Selangor comes under Pakatan Rakyat. It's okay, what? Well, we need a British, an American, a German to comment about election. We go there, they don't welcome us either. But if we talk so much, I used to go to witness one election, and then of course I asked few questions about the transparency of certain process. Oh, they got angry. Who are you coming to comment about our election? Don't you feel that pride? You allow outsiders to come and comment about your electoral process. They have a value system different, background system different. So I think we got to be proud with our electoral laws. Because of these laws, you have our very, active parliament now. Look at parliament now. 82 seats gone to the Pakatan. Never before in the history, kan? PN lost the majority. This is the laws. So I think wartawan nak kena tu sikit.